we sense a soul in search of answers.
It's safe to say that I have a very long history with the Metal Gear Solid series. In fact, my fondest gaming memory is staying up all night with two friends in a 24-pack of Mountain Dew playing through Sons of Liberty. Though I know I'm way late to the party with this, there was a request for a review of the Metal Gear Solid HD collection here at Blistered Thumbs, and here I am with it. I feel it's really moot to ask the question of, is X worth your purchase, or should you insert synonym of ignore here? Let's just proceed with the good stuff. To be frank, I really had no idea how to touch on this game collection. I mean, it would be a bit redundant to break down the graphics, soundtrack, etc., considering it's all been broken down before. As it stands, it's a re-release of 3 of the best video games ever. Or rather, that's what the box says. In fact, it's a re-release of 5 Metal Gear games. You see, the biggest delight of the Metal Gear Solid HD collection is that you're actually getting the 2 director's cuts of Sons of Liberty and Snake Eater. Yeah, you're getting substance and subsistence, albeit the latter doesn't have the Metal Gear Online feature. Since subsistence also includes the first 2 Metal Gear games, it's safe to say you're getting quite the deal here. Now, from a technical standpoint, there's really only one way I can think of summarizing how these particular games run on current generation consoles. Have you ever upgraded your PC and then gone back and played a game from your past? It's a similar feeling. Each game runs at an incredibly smooth frame rate with no screen tearing whatsoever. Not to mention, the visuals are preserved very well. Obviously, they won't stand up to current generation graphics, but you're not going to see any form of degradation here. Same said for the audio. Now, one question you're probably asking is whether or not this would work as an introduction to the series for people. I think it's a bit of a yes and no sort of answer. On one hand, the gameplay is very dated by modern standard. The games are cutscene and dialogue heavy, and follows a pattern of fight, talk, fight, talk. At the same time, even on an Xbox 360 controller, each game is really easy to pick up. The only thing that you'll be sad about in the modern day is the lack of a pressure-sensitive controller. It makes the holdups in Metal Gear Solid 2 a bit of a pain. Still, 2 of the 3 games have camera controls that aren't too far off what we see in the modern day. Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence had a camera that was the precursor to Guns of the Patriots, and Peace Walker uses the same system. The only game that really feels like it's aged significantly is Metal Gear Solid 2, considering it uses a top-down perspective most often, and sometimes can situate you in camera positions that are not to your advantage. As it stands, even with the age, I can't really do anything but recommend this HD collection. Like I said earlier, you are getting some of the best games ever in one collection, and not even for a $60 price point. On a personal note, I didn't feel whole as a gamer without this on my shelf. On a professional note, these are games that people point to when it comes to mature storytelling and games being taken seriously as an art form. If you get the chance, you need to buy this HD collection. It's almost criminal not to own it, unless you're not a fan of the series. My final score, 9 out of 10. Buy it now.